What's up? Some people said I need some color in my life, so wore a white shirt today. It's either, you know, the abstinence of all color or the combination of all light, so whatever. Anyways, guys, today we're going to keep working on Project Sacrilege as usual. We're going to cut out our CNC cross member for the rear that's going to support the carrier bearing and the front of the fuel tank, and then move on to welding it together. So, you know, not much there, guys. Not much else to say about it. We just got to get right into this and start designing and fabricating. So let's get started.
Okay, so that's back in its home, which is good because now I can figure out where the hell this thing's gonna go. The drive line's disconnected. Apparently TJ got back there and disconnected it some frickin' how. I'm gonna get back there and just put 2 bolts in kind of hand tight just so I know whereabouts the drive line goes, so I can mount this part appropriately, properly, respectively, whatever frickin' word I was trying to find. Yeah, so I'm gonna figure out how to squeeze in there and connect that real quick. I think I'm gonna go in that way. I don't know, I guess we'll find out. Alright, Exhibit B. Right about, that's probably the best for you to see. See that? Obviously that's not gonna work. So that baby's gonna need some room. And I think it's actually at its farthest out point in this direction right now, because the center of this is actually going to be a little bit more shallow than the edges here, because it's a square on a circle. And if you look at Vitruvian Man, the edges of the square stick out past the circle. Yeah. Trying to get it so it's like straight out the side, right about there. God, it's close. I want to give this some wiggle room, man. That needs at least a ½ an inch. I mean, honestly, like 1 inch would be really good. Back there, where the input is, there's like a ⁄4 inch. It's so tight. If the U-joint ever goes out, I lied. Up there, I think it'll be okay if the U-joint goes out, because the part that's close is on the pinion and not floating on a U-joint. Anyway, I'm gonna give this at least a ½ inch of room because it's a U-joint. Less would be good-ish, but it needs more. If you think you can get anywhere near level with your sad caveman eyeballs and a bubble of freaking air, you're the reason the species is a failure and why I hate humanity. Seriously though, bubble level, I mean they work, but they're definitely not precise. We don't even have sad caveman eyeballs, we have sad fish eyeballs. That's the sad part. They're not meant for air, they're meant for water. camera battery died. I don't know when. That sucks.
Okay, so we got those pieces cut out, so we just pretty much have to now just clean off all the edges and all the porosity, because something we weren't doing before was cleaning the edges of the plate, but then we tried one time just cleaning the edge where the plasma cut, because you know, anytime plasma, you cut with a plasma cutter, it brings porosity out in the metal where it cuts, so it should have been obvious to us that we should grind that off before we weld in there. But when we did that last time with the transmission cross member for the Cummins itself, it made a big difference, and we were able to get some really pretty consistent welds, even more than before, so that helped out a lot with that. And then we were able to make them look really nice. So on this cross member for the carry bearing and the fuel tank, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take the grinder out, clean off all the edges with 40 grit, and then tack it together and weld it up, hopefully. We'll see what we can get done before the end of the day here, though. We got the rear carrier bearing cross member that supports the carrier bearing and the front of the fuel tank designed up in the engineering PC today, and then we got it cut out on the Bailey plasma table, and we're able to completely tack it together. We'll move on to welding it together tomorrow. And you guys might think, hey, it's not very strong or something, but hey, the original cross members there was just a piece of or not even quarter-inch plate that just went across the top of the frame, was riveted on. These have four-sided box, and the insides are cut out of them, but you know, being four-sided and fully welded together, and plus they're made out of quarter, they're super strong, guys, and it's just supporting the carrier bearing in the front of the fuel tank. It's not really a hardcore structural piece, so don't worry about that. But yeah, tomorrow we'll come in here, guys, we'll get that welded together and put it into the chassis, and then we'll move on to figuring out getting the cab lowered back down onto it, and figuring out where we have to cut out the channel from the back of the front seats all the way to the back of the cab in the back for the driveline. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow when we're working on that. Please leave a comment, tell us what you think. You know, thanks for watching, guys. You know, thanks for those who have liked and subscribed. We appreciate it. And you guys know the spiel. Check us out at cougarhousegarage.com. Check us out at Facebook.com/cougarhousegarage. And we are Cougar House Garage on Instagram, guys. Follow along with the projects there. And we'll see you in the next episode.